Here we go. Number one faces a serious road test against a top 25 opponent. Can they dodge the upset and keep that number one intact? Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee, as we'll see the number one team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on one of the top 5 teams in this conference, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Hermstreet. Kirk, let's get right to the action. And the Seminoles will kick this deep to start us off. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Moves out of the pocket. Breaks into the clear. Tackle made to the 41. That's a nice game, getting closer to midfield.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense loved to play the RPO game. And here early, they pick up some big yards.
One play, and they're already past the 40. First and 10. He's going to take off. They finally make the stop right near midfield. It'll be first down. And the Tigers hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Yeah, it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. Both teams settling in, looking to set the tone here, Kirk, in a game where there's a lot at stake for both teams coming in.
Yeah, both these teams realize this is a key game in the grand scheme of things. Late in the year like this, a winner may be able to look back at this as a game being the reason they finished strong.
He's in the clear. They finally make the tackle, but solid gain sets them up first down at the 33.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
You'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, the defense was all over that play. Just left him almost no room to work after catching the ball.
Has the first down and more. Now here he goes. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a first down and goal.
Boy, I thought he might take that one all the way to the house. What a nice job by being able to find that lane in that defense. He picks up big yards, and the defense is fortunate to get him out of bounds there inside the 10-yard line.
Keep it on the ground on first and goal. Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And Kirk, how important is that to get off to a positive start, to draw first blood in a rivalry game like this?
Well, Chris, as you know, in a rivalry game, there's so much emotion. So to be able to put a touchdown on the board first just sets the tone for a big day.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. They're going to the air on the first play. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down. Both these teams told us they're eager to prove a point. Here we are mid-season. They both earned their spot in the rankings. But we expect a tight, competitive battle today.
Well, that's the beauty of these top 25 matchups in the middle of the year. A little bit of a better handle.
And it's intercepted. Now he's bringing it back. And he steps out at the 6. What a crucial takeaway.
Really nice job of mixing up the looks here by this defense. Sometimes man, sometimes zone. They fool the quarterback here completely, and he throws the pick.
First and goal here for the offense. Oh, they trapped him for a sack. The Tigers hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Grab by the receiver. Touchdown, Clemson. A great catch and run for 6. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kirk.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And the fair catch is made right on the 5. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for his back. Grab near the sticks. It's Holmes. They bring him down at the 45 and a solid gain to keep this drive going. 1 point moves the ball to the 45. It'll be first down. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. First down and still motoring. They make the stop after a huge play. Moves the ball to the 35.
Good push up front and great acceleration by this back. I tell you, he's doing a pretty good impression right now of a combination of greats that they've had at Florida State. Guys like Warrick Dunn and Devontae Freeman, and more recently with guys like Cam Akers and Dalvin Cook.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Taking a deep shot here to the right. It's caught inside the 10. Tackle made quickly at the 11, but the offense in the red zone now.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple of plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air. Man, it puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
And the defense smothers him for no gain. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Knowles.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside.
Christina, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still having a...
Breaks into the clear. Here he goes. Out past the 30. The 10. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, Tigers.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards...
Oh, and it's blocked. It's picked up. This is a live ball here. He's at the 50. Across the 40. Past the 20. Inside the 10. And he takes it all the way back for 2 points. What a play. After the block PAT, the special teams coach hoping for better execution here on the kickoff. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Looking for a gap. It's Holmes. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there. Second down after that run on the previous play. QB decides to keep it here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. And the Noles come up to the line in the hurry-up. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Quick dart to the right. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
Well, they go to the air to try to pick up this 1st down, but it just wasn't meant to be. Defense was ready, made sure to force them into this 4th down situation.
The Seminoles will bring their punt team onto the field. On to punt now for the first time today. And the coverage team lets the ball roll dead. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. To the air, it's Klubnik. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Tackle right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks.
Chris, it's a great game, but I'm always so impressed with the offensive line because they sell this as much as anything. The quarterback's making the read, trying to figure out if the defense is committed to the run or the pass, and then he's going to go the other direction. He makes the right throw here out to the flat to the right, but the offensive line showing the defense it's a run look is what opens this up eventually for the nice game.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the 1st down.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the 1st down. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure worked. And the Tigers will bring their punt team onto the field.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long. The defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
Here's the first play of the drive. They're set up at the 31. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking deep down the left side. Caught inside the red zone and still running. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop it. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Boy, great job here of finding him again. That's his 2nd touchdown reception of this football game.
And the extra point was up and good. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Return begins inside the 10. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. First play of the drive, they look to the right. He's in the clear. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this 1st quarter run out. Trying to find room. It's Davidson. Powers. Football comes out. The defense has got it. They get him down after a short return, but a turnover created by this defense. Big moment. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, the name of the game for this defense is to pressure this quarterback as often as you can, and that's exactly what they've been able to do here in this first half. It looks like they've got him rattled a bit, as that pass should have been his second interception in the first half alone.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Looking for a deep completion. What a catch! He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have first and goal right there. And that one's picked off. What a play. At midfield. Now the 40. Inside the 30. They finally tackle him, but what a tremendous play. The pick and then that return.
Chris, not only the awareness to come up with the interception, but the speed and athletic ability on the return. I thought he was going to take it all the way back, but the offense just did enough to keep him out of the end zone.
And the powerful Crimson offense is back out there, looking to protect the football and protect the lead. They fumbled it away last time. To throw, it's Klubnik. Defense is coming after him. And that's just thrown away. I don't think he's going to get away with that. Yeah, here comes the flag. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. It's a toss to the left side. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
This guy has been dominant all afternoon long, but that time, the defense has got to be asking themselves, where is that bit? They finally get to him behind the line.
Offense sets the formation. It's third down. Out of the gun now on third down. Pulls it in. It's Davidson. And he stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now.
Positive yards here on third down, and now a big decision. You're in field goal range now because of this completion, or in plus territory, you roll the dice and maybe go for it and see if you can keep this drive alive.
So they'll pass up the chip shot field goal attempt and go for it on fourth down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he scores. Touchdown, Clemson. That's the kind of execution that's built on the practice field. A very precise pitch and catch for a touchdown.
You know, when we were out at practice, one thing that really stood out to me about this receiver was his ability to separate with his route running ability. You could see that right there on game day and how that shows up for a touchdown.
So they'll try for the two-point conversion using the jumbo formation. They'll try to run this one in. And he's not going to get there. Stop short. Missed opportunity to build this lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. And they'll give it to the back. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Looking to scramble. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
And I am so impressed with the athletic ability and speed of this defense. Quarterback does a pretty good job of keeping the play alive, scrambling off to his right, but that defensive speed, and they're...
Breaks into the clear. Powering through a tackle. Now here he goes. At the 10 now. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Well, of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You get the ball and the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
And he knocks through the PAT. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive. The first play of the drive now from the 25. Handoff running right. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
But his defense just hasn't had many answers to this running back. Guy's already over 100 yards on the afternoon, but give him credit there. He made a nice play in the backfield.
They lose 3 in that play, so now it's 2nd down and 13. Important play coming up. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Nothing doing in that play. The big D tackle there for the stop.
Chris, as you know, the reason this team has such a nice lead today is the day that this guy has had running the football. But that time, finally, the defense comes up with an answer for him.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Using his legs on the scramble. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Here we go. The coach rolling the dice. 4th and 1 in his own territory. That's a design quarterback keeper. Breaks free. He's in the clear. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
Man, that is a gutsy call to go for it on 4th down in your own territory. But you can see that this coach is confident in his offense and going to their go-to plays that they call up specifically for these situations.
Finds his man. It's Williams. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Look at this, Chris. After that big gain and a first down, they're already at the line of scrimmage, ready to get this up-tempo offense cranking.
Catch made on the out route. They finally stop him. It's a huge gain down to the 23. Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. To throw, it's Klubnik. Receiver makes the grab. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
This defense has got to do a better job in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, and this offense could have 50 on you by the end of this game.
Gets rid of it on the move. There's a target, and it's complete. Touchdown, Tigers! They couldn't stop him there. Kirk, you play quarterback. How about appreciating a receiver that runs his routes that precisely?
Chris, it's not just his route running. It's the chemistry between the quarterback and the receiver that really, I think, is unique. They put so much time into this in the offseason. By the time they get to Saturdays, you can close your eyes and make your throw. It's exactly what we saw right there.
The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Number 81, set to kick it off.
Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. And they tackle him at the 8. The offense starts backed up on this possession. So the ball changes hands, and the offense finds themselves back up inside their own 10. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Here's a quick screen to the receiver. And they'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. But crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. 2nd down. Quick throw to his receiver. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. Could take it all the way. They finally tackle him, but an excellent return after the pick.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
The offense trying to cap a really impressive first half, trying to punch it in here and build on this lead before halftime. Nowhere to run up the middle. The Tigers will come to the line to run the hurry up. It's an option look. The quarterback keeps it here. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. They stop him behind the line. That's going to set up 4th down and short.
Well, Chris, we're still here in the first half, but you got to wonder after that stop there on 3rd down. Now we got a 4th down situation, and now you're in the red zone. You wonder, you want to take the 3 points the easy way, or you roll the dice, try to take a chance, try to come up with a touchdown.
You keep the kicker on the sidelines. It's 4th down from the 4, and they're going for it. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Past the 50. He's past the 30. They finally bring him down, but what a return after the takeaway.
Wow, what a play by this defense to come up with the interception. And a big return. They almost take it to the house, but you got to give the quarterback some credit. Yeah, he threw a pick, but he didn't give up on the play and hang his head. Instead, he makes the tackle to prevent the defense from scoring.
And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Man, it's 1st and goal. You're thinking about trying to score. You're looking at positive yards, and instead, you're going backwards. That's going to set up a very important 2nd down call here.
Play action fake, looking to throw. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he's down at the 3-yard line. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Looking to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. They bring him down, but that could be a game-changing pick and return.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. On the move now. Oh, and they got him for a sack to wrap up the first 2 quarters of play here. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. They're lining up to attempt an onside kick. On the hands team all over that to make the recovery. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. Emphasis here on cutting down on turnovers, a couple of them in the first half, and that's why they're trailing. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time, or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Looking downfield. He makes the grab. And the gain just good enough for a first down. The Noles will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looking for 6. Looking for a red zone touchdown throw, but it's incomplete.
Well, one of the few times this receiver is unable to come up with a big play. This guy has over 100 yards receiving. I would just keep trying to find ways to line him up and create mismatch opportunities.
They bring him down at the 5. Solid gain, though, in the completion. And the Seminoles looking to cap the drive here. It's first and goal. First and goal, handoff. Touchdown, Noles, as they come roaring back now. Here's the point after attempt.
Boy, Chris, how about the blocking on this touchdown run? The effort and execution combined with the vision of the running back, everything just working in concert together.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Here's the first play of the drive now, set up at the 24. They'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Well, these are the kind of plays you have to make to be able to win the game in the second half. This back had a great first half and has gotten plenty of touches, so you've got to make sure this half is different than how...
Diving grab. What a play by that receiver. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
Chris, when was the last time you saw a tight end who can lay out like that and make a play?
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Scanning the field. It's Klubnik. Gone for the receiver. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. The intensity, Kirk, already evident this kind of rivalry game. Look, you played one of the biggest rivalries there is in Ohio State, Michigan. What was different about that?
Yeah, I think the emotions were flying around early. I think the team that's able to get down and just kind of settle in and play football is the team that jumps out to an early advantage. I always talk to Nick Saban about it. He's been in so many big rivalries as a coach, and he says, hey, what am I supposed to do? Get them more fired up when we play against an Auburn versus playing against a Mississippi State? No, we're going to be the same team every single time we go out. Kind of control those emotions is the team that's going to end up winning.
And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Breaks into the clear. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll run it from the gun. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. He escapes the pocket. Looking to scramble now. Heads out of bounds after another big gain and a first down. This defense has not been able to stop the quarterback run today.
Really love the call here on third down to give the quarterback the option to either make the throw or pull it down and keep it himself to be able to pick up first down yardage.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Extending the play now. Now here he goes. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Clemson.
Chris, I can't believe the quarterback took it all the way to the end zone. That is a big-time play. The defense, to their credit, had everybody covered, but they forgot to account for the mobility of this quarterback. Sure made him pay for it.
And the extra point gives them a double-digit lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. first play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Grab down the middle. It's White. They stop him with a 47, but that's enough for a first down. And the Noles come to the line to run the hurry-up. That'll put him over 150 yards today. Kirk, he is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. Who's been in...
He'll take a deep shot. And it's caught outside the 10 and still going. They finally tackle him at the 4. It's a solid gain in the pitch and catch. Here's the handoff on first and goal. Touchdown, Seminoles. Look out, whole different game now.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Return begins inside the 10. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Runs through the defender. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense does such a good job of taking any threat downfield away. All he could do is throw it to his back, and loss of yards, now you're behind the sticks.
The loss sets up a second and long from the 20. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Just flings it out of bounds with pass rush closing in. So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Wide open downfield. He's in the clear. Past the 20. At the 10. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, that's his second touchdown catch already in just the first half. You can guarantee the coach on the other side is trying to make every adjustment he can to slow this guy down.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Looking to throw it on first down. Makes the grab. It's Holmes. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. The Seminoles will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Second down, we're going to throw it. Caught near the sticks. It's Holmes. Moves the ball to the 37 for a first down.
Good job here, the quarterback. His primary receiver did not look open. Instead of forcing the ball, he finds the running back as a check down and picks up a first down.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Running play goes backwards. Now the offense is set up at 2nd and 13. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Close to the tight end. Catch made in space. Look out. He make the tackle, but this offense has crossed midfield. Set it with a first down at the 47. First down. Looking to throw the football. Going for a big play downfield. That one knocked away, incomplete. Good job by the defense to end the third quarter.
47. Florida State, 37.
Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Oh, he tosses it back. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. So the ball at midfield, and now the offense facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
I love to see this team fighting the way they are. Picking up a first down on that 3rd down shows you they still believe. They still think they got a shot to come back and compete in this game.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. 9th play of the drive coming up. This is a tough 3rd and long. Running out of time in the pocket. And it's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Lets it fly to the wideout. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook?
Just when it looked like they might make this a one-score game, the quarterback gives it back to the defense. The climb just got steeper, and they're running out of time here in the fourth quarter.
First play of the drive now. They'll start from the 32. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Back to throw. It's Klubnik. Pass rush closing in. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
When the defense took the field, they mean business. First play of the drive, getting after the quarterback for a huge sack and getting him behind the chains. Love to see it.
The loss sets up a 2nd and long from the 20. He'll hand it off. Gets some space around the 30. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker.
Great response by this offense after losing all those yards. Now they got a chance here on 3rd down. You run the football, find a lane, pick up a good chunk, and now they have a chance here on this 3rd and medium.
3rd down coming up after that running play. Quick throw, the catch is made. He stopped, but he gets a first down. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength. Hudson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Chewing clock with the running game. They've got him in the backfield, nowhere to run. They'll lose a yard on the play.
But these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football.
Oh, and it's picked off, a crushing mistake. Not much on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 41.
Chris, the defense does exactly what they needed to get back into this game. It's a two-possession game. With this interception and a quick score, they're right back in it.
So here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 41. And looking to throw now on first down. Looking deep downfield to the left. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And this pass is caught. Tackled pretty quickly, but that is a decent gain on the throw. The Noles looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
And I was hoping he'd be able to hold on to that football. That would have been a big play there on third down. Now a big decision coming up here on fourth.
And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Finds his man, has the first down. This offense picks up the first down. They tackle him at the 44.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
And the Seminoles look to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw it again. Bringing pressure. Doesn't get rid of the ball. Trapped for a huge loss. Goodness, that is usually a drive killer. That sack sets up a second down and long. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Zips it down the middle. There's another interception, but we're losing track. Breaks into the open. They finally tackle him, but what a tremendous play. The pick and then that return.
Boy, the offense just could not afford to throw this interception. It's already a two-possession game. By throwing this pick, now you wonder how many more opportunities will you get.
Looking to pass. It's Klubnik. Throws to the tight end. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Oh, I know this quarterback loves to take this shot downfield on the go route. Not able to connect this time, but you can guarantee this offense will look for those quick shot opportunities again.
It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense continues to try to work the clock and secure an impressive victory here today. This is a big third down play coming up. If they can get the stop, you have to believe we'd see a timeout. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands. But the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
So here they come on fourth and long, trying to overcome that crucial sack on third down. This won't be easy. And it's incomplete under heavy pressure. A big fourth down stop.
I really thought that this was going to work out, showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on fourth down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
Quick throw over the middle. Caught. He's wide open. Look out. Brought down at the 3-yard line, but this offense now has a first down and goal right there.
And look at that, another big play. And you know what, Chris, now? This quarterback has over 400 yards on the day. What an impressive showing we've seen from this man this afternoon.
And the freshman brings him down quickly. They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Touchdown, Florida State. The comeback is on.
What a job by this offense to be able to get this score. And now, Chris, you look at that scoreboard. They're within one possession. Big decision about whether you kick it and rely on the defense or you go with the onside kick and hope for some luck.
Lined up in regular kickoff formation here. 2 timeouts, final minute. I'm not sure they've done the math here. Surprised they're not going for the onside kick. And the return starts from inside the 20. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They'll try the option play here. Breaks in open space. They finally get him down, but a big play to the 46.
Well, we know this guy can throw the football, and here, this is what makes him so good. His ability to run the option and get involved in the run game puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
And the Tigers enter the final minute here just trying to run the clock out. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Not much on that play, brought down short. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Offense comes up trying to grind down the clock and secure the W. To throw, it's Klubnik. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. They've got him down, but the offense gets the first down they needed to just run the clock out.
Chris, I think you got to give all the credit to the wide receiver here. Man-to-man coverage on an out route. That is a tough ask. Good inside move on the stem to separate from the defender, and a great throw by the quarterback near the sideline.
He'll just throw that one away to avoid what would have been a sack. Completion sets up a second down. Moves out of the pocket. Delivers quickly to the left side. And a flag flies as the pass falls incomplete. Let's see who this is on. Well, the lineman a little too far downfield, like a sheep wandering away from the flock.